Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Nate Miyaki, and I just wanted to say thanks for having me as a guest here on the Paleo FX blog. I'm stoked to be here. What we thought would be a good introductory post is just to summarize my overall approach to nutrition, my intermittent feasting style approach to nutrition, and then we can expand upon those topics down the line. But if you don't have a big picture idea of where I'm coming from, it's easy to get confused once we dive into the details. Okay, so and probably first off, I should just tell you the goal of the approach, and it's really to finding the right diet structure, meal frequency, and food distribution that makes your plan as practical, functional, and sustainable as possible. So most of the research that's out now basically shows that as long as you control for food choices and the right numbers, you could break up your diet any way you see fit and get great results. So the beauty of that is now you can make your diet fit your life, not the other way around, right? What I found that has really helped in my practice as a core of my nutrition approach is taking the paleo theory one step further, saying, hey, we used to eat certain foods, but we also used to eat a certain way. We were hunter-gatherers, right? Eating lighter or fasting during the day while we're hunting and gathering, and then coming home and having that big feast on whatever we could catch that day. So that's the way I set up my diet structure, is the intermittent fasting and actually what I think is more important, the feasting approach. So what you do during the day is flexible. If you feel better grazing, that's fine. Most of my plans are based on 2 to 3 meals a day, eating lighter, and then eating the biggest meal with the majority of calories and carbohydrates at night. It's the intermittent feast. And it works on a variety of levels, and honestly, in my practice that I've had for 15 years, it's the hook that has gotten people results. Basically, people who struggle and could never stick to a plan in the past, they're like, man, this is the easiest, most natural way to eat. And I believe it works on a variety of levels. One is just natural instinct, right? When do most of us cheat or want to eat on our diets? It's at night. Most of us can make good food choices during the day as long as we know we get to end the day, satiated and satisfied. It works on a social level, right? When do we go out and do most of our socializing, want to have big dinners? When do we do business dinners? It's at night, right? It works physiologically. Basically, I don't want to get into details of that, but optimizing fat burning during the day, improving insulin sensitivity, and then restocking energy reserves at night, having an anabolic period there. And then finally, and most importantly, I think it's psychology-wise, most people can sacrifice and eat lighter during the day as long as they know they get that reward of a complete meal at the end of the day. The reverse is not true, which is what most people try to do, is to try to is to eat all of their food earlier in the day and then try to starve themselves at night. Can't do it. Again, that's when most people binge. So, but it's not the only way. It's just choose any meal frequency and food distribution pattern that makes your diet as practical, functional, and sustainable as possible to follow. So if you are one of those people who does better on 6 small meals a day and starving on lettuce leaves at night, fine, great. A lot of busy professionals find that 3 meals a day, the traditional 3, works great. It's the crappy food choices why that pattern doesn't work. You make better food choices, it can work great as a fat loss health enhancement plan. My approach again is to go more intermittent fasting and feasting. So basically just eating lunch and dinner and having dinner being the biggest meal at night. All right. So that's the overall approach. I'm sure we'll dive into a bunch of those topics, but I hope it gives you a good idea of where I'm coming from. And I look forward to spending some more time together.